Hey guys, watching Volgor's videos, and this is a review on Maxell Juicy tunes. I bought these at FYE for $8, and I'll tell you whether that's a good deal or not at the end of the video. But up first, let's talk about the specs. First of all, they're 10mm. They have 10mm drivers. That's basically the size of the speakers. 16 ohm impedance. Magnet is neodymium. Sensitivity is 100 decibels, so they're not going to be all that loud, but since they're in-ear style, it kind of makes up for blocking out outside noise. And you know, if you had 100 decibel earbuds like this, they wouldn't be as loud. But if it cups in and makes a seal, it makes up for the difference. Frequency response is 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Normally you want any number below 20, like at least 14 or below. And the reason why I said because 20,000 hertz, these don't have that much bass, so yeah. But 20,000 is your treble, and they have decent treble. Max input is 5 milliwatt, and that means is how full your music sounds and how deep it sounds, how enriching it sounds, how good it sounds, pretty much. And unfortunately, the sound isn't all that great. However, they're $8, so it makes up. I'll tell you, $8. The sound doesn't have to be perfect to tell you it's a decent deal. So I'll show you an example that it's the 5 milliwatts. The sound sounds kind of airy. It sounds kind of distorted. It doesn't sound all that full. And a 3.5mm straight plug. All right, so before I get any farther in the video, I could have gotten some Sony headphones that were just like this, but the thing is, I needed something like this to block out the lawnmower, because I mow lawns all day and I needed something to block out a lawnmower. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's probably saying, well, why couldn't you just use those Sony headphones but crank them up all the way? Well, for me, I have sensitive ears. That's not going to work. I'm just giving myself a headache. My ears are going to really hurt, and I'm not going to block out the lawnmower that much. I'm just going to, have this big ball of loud and not really accomplish much. But if you can do that and crank up your earbuds all the way and you think you're blocking out your lawnmower or whatever, then good for you. But then again, it's not good. You should probably check your ear doctor, because if you crank these up too loud, over a lawnmower, and they're not noise isolating ones like this, then you could probably have some permanent ear hearing damage on yourself. That's not good. Well, yeah. So let's compare with the JVCs I have right here. First, let's play some classic rock, some Electric Light Orchestra. Okay, here's the Maxells. Actually, I'll probably play something different because the CD isn't all that loud. How about Rush? Rush will do. Okay. So here's the Maxells. Alright sound. Not bad, but not great either. Now let's plug in the JVCs. You can tell a big difference. Yeah. So even though the JVCs only have 1 decibel louder, it has 200 max milliwatts, 200 milliwatts max power, so it has a lot more power, a lot more enriching sound. Plus the frequency response is I think 14 to 20,000 hertz, so a lot more bass. So now you listen to classic rock or progressive, whatever you want to call it. Let's listen to something heavy like Five Finger Death Punch. That's a good example of something heavy and loud. Okay, there's JVCs. You have a good feel of the bass. Okay, now let's plug in the Maxells again. Okay, now you can definitely tell a difference of how much less bass the Maxells have. They have a lot, like a very airy sound and not very full and, very lacking. So there's the two in comparison. Okay, so the pros. First pro is the lifetime warranty. You can see that right there. Lifetime warranty, which is a big deal. If they ever screw up, you just put them in an envelope and send them back. You'll get new ones. However, they'll have to be in one piece or something. If it looks like you broke them on purpose, they probably won't replace them, but I don't know. I haven't talked to them. It's about 3 inches longer than JVC air cushions, so that's a cool thing, I guess. See, there's about that much longer. Easy fit and easy to tell which side goes in which, so they fit in like that and like that, and you can easily tell which one goes in which ear, because Maxell says on the outside and it says right and left, and if you put them in the wrong side, they'll kind of, you know, stick out funny, like so. Straight end, and it's got the flex jerk feature, so like if it gets pulled, it'll kind of flex and kind of not jerk so hard. Yet it's kind of flimsy, so it's probably not going to do that as well. But then again, here's these Phillips ones, and it doesn't flex. It does flex a little bit, but it's also kind of stiff. So this one's probably a better example because it's a lot stiffer, but I don't know, only time will tell. Yeah, it's got a straight end plug, so you people with your first gen iPhones will work with it. Cons. The cord feels really thin and cheap compared with the JVCs. The JVCs feel a lot thicker and much sturdier and much more, has a much better build quality. Also, further down the line, like the JVC feels like twice as thick than the Maxells. The Maxells are like 2 wires glued together. The JVC is 1 solid wire, so it can't come apart. And the final con is it's a silver plug, not gold. So gold's supposed to have better sound quality. Silver has less sound quality. So I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put sound quality in a pro or a con. Pretty much the sound quality is so-so. If you listen to more pop and classic rock, it'll sound okay. You know, not great and not good, but just so-so. If you listen to heavier music, metal, hard rock, anything like that, Mega, Slayer, whatever, Guar, then you're gonna notice how it's lacking in sound. It's gonna stick out more. But also, you know, for $8, you can't really hate it for that much. $8, you can't really, you know, expect much. So all in all, I give it a 7 out of 10. The sound's okay, lacking mostly in bass, and distorts too easy because the low abysmal 5 milliwatt of max power input. So basically, they're cheap loaner headphones, and it'll get you by throughout the day or the week, or just get you by long enough till you get some good ones. Now my JVC air cushions, they bit the dust yesterday, and now only one side works unless I get the wire just right. So I'm looking around for different ones, Panasonic and Philips and Yamahas, and I'm looking at a bunch of different headphones. I'm debating, I'm considering getting these ones all over again. They're just a new style. They're the same one, just a different style. And yeah, so I'm debating it. One last note though, I compared these to my brother's Skull Candies, and these still sound better than his Skull Candies. Those are $10 at Weimar. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.